Oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy. You see, in the US, Thanksgiving is in two days? Oh, no, it's tomorrow. Okay, cool. No, that's really fine. I have even less time than I thought I did. But you see, I have family visiting, so I'm not gonna be able to spend as much time working, or really any time working. And so the goal is going to be trying to build Yaoyao in one day. Normally, I would say that's impossible. However, since the last episode, I farmed all the boss drops that we need for her. So it's a little less impossible. It also does help that we have this event currently going on. And she's already level 60, so it's not like we're starting from scratch, though her weapon has a lot of work that needs to be done to it. And do I have weapon XP? I think I have a little bit. I don't really think that's gonna be enough. Also, I don't have many of these, and I only have one fragile resin. So like I said, this is gonna be a doozy. I feel like leveling this weapon is important because it's more energy recharge. From the research I've done, it seems this is one of her best weapons. The rightful reward is also pretty decent, but I don't have that, so I'd have to craft it, and that's a whole list of other things I don't want to get into. And now here's the thing, right? For a hyperbloom team, Kuki's investment is kind of the only thing that matters. However, this is still a 4-star only account, so every extra little bit of investment will help us in the long run, especially if we want to use Yaoyao in a different team at some point. So Yaoyao probably doesn't need an insane amount of investment, but I definitely want to max her sender, and then I could just put her at level 81 and probably leave her there. I also have to be very smart about my resin usage, so I'm going to be teleporting back to go to a crafting table over and over. I do not want to accidentally over farm stuff. Oh wow, I was actually able to craft everything that I needed for the Ascensions at least. And I don't have a ton of more, but I think it should be enough to build the Yaoyao. Then it's back to farming ley lines again for me. So there is our max Ascension, and here is level 81. Ooh, and a quaint fate. That's gonna be a blue. I don't know why I got excited. Level is done. Onto the weapon, which we can ascend. Level up to level 60. Oh, this kind of sucks. Both the Yaoyao for Ascension stuff and probably her talents, as well as the weapon that she's using, both require slime. I'm probably not gonna have enough of this. Correction. I don't have enough of this. But if I was going to be short on anything, I would prefer it to be enemy drops, because at least I don't need resin to farm those. So it is off to try and farm some slime. I think the part that we're really going to struggle on are the artifacts. And the thing is, I'm probably going to go for Deepwood Memories, because no one else on this team has that set. Though Tenacity is also pretty decent. Though I think if we do not already have someone on Deepwood Memories, that is the more important set to get. I do also find it kind of funny that this team is half built, but it's already become the team that I'm using the most in the overworld. I mean, Hyperbloom is just so free. You just apply Hydro and Dendro, and then spam Elemental Mastery on an Electro character. Congratulations, you now do tons of damage. Yo, even Cookie's Electro charged hits for a lot. I mean, that makes sense. We built her with Elemental Mastery, but it's still kind of crazy to me that it's hitting for about half of what the Hyperblooms hit for. I would have thought it'd been a lot lower than that. I tend to doubt that that's going to be enough slime, but we'll find out very shortly. Weapon goes to level 70. We need to go once again farm the weapon domain. Oh, Hyperblooming Circus. You know what that means? That means I've built a fantastic Hyperbloom team. If you go into that achievement, it literally says you have built a fantastic Hyperbloom team. Trust me. Just don't check. It's true. All right, I'm pretty sure we're actually going to need another run at least of this domain. I'm afraid we're going to need even more after that because it doesn't want to give me any of the highest tier. There is the second to last Ascension. I can get it to level 80, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to max it out. And I can only craft 2 of those. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna need more slime. So one more run in the weapon domain. Still none of the highest tier, but I think we should have enough. Weapon, enhance, this. No, I don't. I don't possess a character that would give me bonuses from crafting those. I only have 40 resin left. Wait, I still need to farm artifacts. I mean, we did farm that domain last episode because I needed Gilded Dreams for Cookie. I just need to hope that I have good enough pieces for Yaoyao to use, and I probably can't level them. Yeah, who would have thought building a character in one day in Genshin Impact? Kind of impossible, unless you've already pre-farmed literally everything. I could probably get away with only using 20 resin here, because now I should be able to craft what I need. No. I still can't. How is that even possible? All right, fine. You know what? It's going to be a challenge. Can I build this character with 0 resin? I don't know how that's going to work. If I had just gotten a single gold drop any of these times, I'd be fine. I'd better have enough. Weapon, enhance, 4. Good. So let's craft everything that we can. 1 bonus. That's not going to help too much. I need 7 bonuses, Sucrose. 1. So now we're off to fight Ruin Guards. Oh, and I get a second blue. That'll be fun. Standard banner is at 1 pity. I'm gonna guess this is the Skyrider sword. It is blue. That is not the Skyrider sword, but that tells me that the next one is gonna be the Debate Club. Bada bing, bada boom. It's the Harbinger of Dawn, just like I predicted. I want to mention something about how I'm glad it's raining in game because it makes hyperbloom easier, but I know as soon as I acknowledge the rain, it's going to stop. I feel like in a lot of games that I play, if it rains, it's raining in game time for a couple of hours. In this game, usually lasts about 30 seconds. That should be enough of the Ruin Guard drops, allowing us to once again max out a Favonius Lance. Though, like I said, I can't actually level it, and I'm basically out of ores again. Oh boy. I can get it to level 85. Let's just all pretend that that's maxed out. Wow, Java, you maxed out your Favonius Lance. Good job. That's what you should write in the comments. So then next up would be talents. Oh, right, slime. I think my goal is to get the skill and burst to level 6. The healing is of course nice, but we also do have Kuki on the team, so it's not like we desperately need the healing from Yaoyao. She's kind of just here more so for the Dendro application. The book has stopped showing me the location of slime. Can I get these talents to level 6? Skill goes to 5 and 6. First, oh, I can craft them. Wait a minute, we might be in luck, but I still need more slime. I know they're everywhere, but where the heck are they? I'm pulling so deep into my memory to try to remember where some of these slimes are. And I think somewhere up here, somewhere, there's that circle of pyro slime. Yeah, I don't remember where it is, but I think there were a couple on this staircase, right? Slime? Slime? Maybe that was a one-time spawn. Oh, I found it. The circle of pyro slime. I knew it was somewhere in this area. With that, we have enough. Get Yaoyao's burst to level 5 and to level 6. So the talents are all set. The weapon is all set. Ascension and leveling is pretty much done. And that brings us to the artifacts. Our priority is going to be HP percent and energy recharge, though a little bit of crit for the Favonius Lance wouldn't be bad either. So I'd say we have 2 different options for the flower. For the feather, I'm probably going to use this. Unfortunately, it did roll into the 2 stats I don't really care about as much on Yaoyao. Somehow I have 3 HP percent sands. I mean, yeah, sure. Energy recharge, crit rate, and HP percent sounds good to me. I do not have an HP percent goblet, but I do have a healing bonus circlet. I'm going to acknowledge right now this is a stupid idea, but you know, I have 1 of the Dust of Enlightenment, a very rare resource on this account, mind you. So how about we waste it? That seems like a good idea. And now this is slightly slightly less worse. And I guess we can go with an off-piece HP percent goblet with crit rate and energy recharge. We are going to have next to no crit rate on this character. That Favonius Lance isn't looking so good anymore. And here's the part that I'm worried about. I'm gonna level this. Oh, 5 times bonus is huge, but I imagine we are not even gonna be able to fully power up this one artifact. Defense percent. Oh, you know, the one stat I don't want? I mean, to be fair, I don't want crit damage either. Oh, we're into purple artifacts. Just get it to 16. Get it to 16 and that's okay for now. Crit rate, that's the other stat I didn't want. Uh-oh. That's not good. All right, so what if I cheat? What if I use 5-star artifacts to power this up? It hurts me too, don't worry. But she has the artifacts that she's gonna use, so I don't need to use the strong box. And I really need to level these artifacts. So I got it to plus 12. Still got no crit rate rolls, which puts her crit rate at a whopping 17%. Goodbye, fragile resin. I need artifact fodder. Let's get this circlet powered up. Ooh, 2 times bonus. Nice. And we get it to plus 8 energy recharge. That is good. I like that. Let's go HP percent. No, wrong. I would love to say that Yaoyao is now fully built, but she kind of isn't. At the very least, I need more artifact fodder. Or I could cheat and use a crappy artifact that I'm not gonna put on anyone. And we watch it all go into flat attack. Elemental Mastery. Okay, I'm just coping so hard because it's not the stats that I wanted. And sadly, I don't have any other powered up artifacts that I'd want to get rid of. So the sands in the circlet still need to be maxed out. But we have her above 30,000 HP, which is okay. This doesn't count for anything, but I want to bring her onto floor 11. I have a feeling I know which character here is going to die, and I kind of forgot that we're using Xingqiu on this team and not the Lanyan team, so I'm gonna have to try to make use of a mostly unbuilt Ino. I'm just curious to see how this team performs. Hyperbloom's hitting for about 36,000. I don't want to waste any bursts here because there is no reason to. Okay, you know what? I'll use Xingqiu's. He should be able to get his back. All right, so we finished with the monolith at 100%. But now this is where the actual test begins. Ruin Refrigerator is up first. How are the hyperblooms doing? It seems like they're doing all right. All right, I got the only burst that matters up. Actually, that's not entirely true. I don't have a ton of Dendro application without my bursts, but I have enough to break its shield. And I have so many rabbits going at the same time. Hyperblooms, finish it off. I gotta be honest, this side without Xingqiu doesn't feel quite as nice, especially when the enemy keeps running out of Aino's burst. Oh. Ooh, this is gonna be a problem. Yeah, I wasn't able to break that shield in time. But I guess electrocharged against single enemies isn't really the best. Took a little while, but we were able to get 3 stars. And now what about Chamber 3? I guess I'm not so worried about getting 3 stars here. I just want to see if this team feels good. I don't have to use Xingqiu against this enemy, although I'm still gonna, just like I did when we actually had to clear this. Ooh, look at all that Dendro. I'm kind of surprised. We haven't had any deaths on that side. I know there are 2 healers, but still. One of those characters, I won't name their name, is just a tiny bit less invested than the rest. The main reason I brought an Electro team on this side instead of Gaming is because I remember the Gaming team just dying over and over to this enemy. And it looks like that's still gonna happen here, but I really wanted to try and avoid that. Lanyan is not looking so healthy right about now, neither is Aino, but I know they'll both be fine because I am too skilled to let them take damage again. I guess I have to be a little honest. I fully expected one of them to take damage and die, but they actually didn't. So 3 stars there. I do feel like having this as a team is probably smarter. Then Yaoyao can be more of the on-field character, and thus the lower crit rate wouldn't really matter because she would be hitting the enemies a lot more. But I really do want to try this. You know what? Since I'm not building them this episode, I will defer to the comment section. Pick one of these 2, and that will be who I include as the 4th member of this team. And in case it changes anyone's opinion, we have a C1 over here and a C2 over here thanks to that most recent event. So majority rules, go cast your vote in the comment section. However, I need to wait a little bit for my resin to replenish and hopefully max these artifacts, because I can't consider her built unless all the artifacts are max leveled, so I do have to wait for that. Well, look who had to come back again 2 days later. People are still over, but you know, I have a character to build. I'm pretty much just farming in this domain so that I can get fodder for other artifacts, but maybe if I get like a better EM piece on Gilded Dreams for Kuki, I could use that, though I'm not going to be powering those up today. And I did log in yesterday just to condense resin. That way today I could do even more farming. So hopefully we're gonna max out the artifacts that are currently on Yaoyao. And we are already completely out of resin. Surely that has to be enough. We have 1 artifact at level 14 and 1 at level 16. If we cannot max both of these, that is just disgusting. Maybe we can even get a 5 times bonus mixed in for good measure. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, there's the plus 20 on this one. Not a single HP percent roll. Awesome. Then we go back to the sands. Oh, I can't max them both. Why not? 2 full days worth of resin? You know, I did just realize we have enough characters kind of built to try and do the Imaginarium Theater on normal difficulty. Plus, it looks like we can use hyperbloom right now. And in case you weren't aware, we just built a hyperbloom team. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to not use the 5 stars. We don't have an option to not bring them. And I know this is only normal difficulty, but it is still this account's first time entering the Imaginarium Theater. So we're pretty much gonna have 4 normal floors and then 2 boss floors, which means this is gonna be kind of a rough start for us. Barbara, and then we'll bring well, I mean, I need Dendro, so Yaoyao, and then I need Electro. I don't want to waste a Cookie slot, but I guess I have to. For the last one, I'll just bring one of the 5 stars. I'm not going to put them on the field, but I imagine this should be more than enough to deal with this guy. Although I do kind of have to on-field Barbara, which is a little weird using Yaoyao as well. Though at least she has some off-field capabilities. So this was actually quite easy. Okay, wait, which one do I actually need? I think I need... no, I kind of want both. I'll take Fischl. Oh, right. I still have to go through the tutorial stuff. Oh, okay. That took a while. Now back to what we were doing. The game does not want me to have Xingqiu apparently. But for the next stage, let's once again bring Barbara. Then... Oh, Yaoyao is my only Dendro option. Okay. Let's just go for Electrocharged. That's... fine, I say with a question mark. Any shot I can just use Aurora and Barbara and get away with this, as that'd be kind of nice if I can. So far, it actually looks pretty good. We got 45 seconds, and Auroran can mostly get his burst back right in time. Okay, they actually did it. Honestly, I was not expecting that. Oh, we got another Dendro option. Why do you keep kicking me out? No, I want to continue. Stop doing that. First boss battle, here we come. For this, Fischl, Cole, Aino, and then just a wasted slot. I forgot it's this guy and he takes so long to spawn in. Let's try that again, but not actually waste Fischl's skill. And then I don't know who the heck I'm gonna on-field with right now. I know Fischl's not the best for hyperbloom, and it doesn't seem like this team is surviving very well. Oh. Not at all. All right, restart again. Let's just bring Kuki, I guess. At the very least, we'll be able to survive this. Although, our damage is not so good. Oh, apparently I exceeded the time limit for the star. I'd prefer to get all those. So, here we go again. This time, I don't really want to bring Yaoyao. You know what? I'll bring Beta. Even though that's probably like the worst thing I could do. Because if she procs Hyperbloom, it's just going to do less than if Kuki procs it. But we'll see. Maybe this is actually exactly what I need. I mean, it does help us keep our bursts up more consistently. And I'm not going to waste the bursts because he's about to teleport. Oh, maybe I should have wasted them. We only have 4 seconds left. Okay, restart. I can do this. This is actually going to be so easy. We just need to get all of our... Ooh, that wasn't good. Why does he teleport sometimes right away and not other times? I lied. This is not gonna be easy. All right, you know what? What is the strongest team that I could bring right now? I only have one Hydro option, so I know has to come. I will then bring Yaoyao. I guess Auroran and maybe another Dendro option. But if I'm doing Hyperbloom, like, Kuki should just come. Okay, fine. We'll go with this. Practically the same thing that I've been trying. Difference is now we have more Dendro, and he's gonna teleport away now because I put down my bursts. So I'm gonna wait. There we go. Okay, run over here, put down the bursts, and then hope he doesn't TP immediately like he sometimes does. Okay, we're good. He stayed here, and he's still staying here for now. I did it. Perfect. Success. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the last boss because I no longer have Kuki, but I do have Xingqiu. Don't stop. No. Just let me play the game. Let's grab one of these buffs, then a random companion. Oh, I only have 2. And this isn't gonna do much. I don't think Yanson's gonna do much because these characters don't move around that much. I mean, Yaoyao does, but we don't have Yaoyao anymore. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know what? Mono Electro. This is gonna work great. I kind of want to just focus on the slimes, I think. And then we run around a lot because Yanson's here. Although her buff wore off like instantly. No. Dude, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Oh, they're starting to hit it now. No, stop. I forbid you from touching the monolith. Therefore, you can no longer touch it. Ooh, this is going pretty well. That wasn't bad. Then we get Candace, who I really don't think is going to help us much. And this is the final stage before the last boss. So I have to decide who can I use here so that I actually have a team for the last one. I guess I'll try to bring Farina because, again, I can't use her. I'll bring Iansan and, I guess Xingqiu. This is a team. It really doesn't look like one, or at least not a good one, but it is a team. And it's kind of like Mono Hydro because Yansan does no off-field electro application. Oh, they want me to beat 5 of these guys? Oh, this is kind of interesting. We just keep spamming. That's all we gotta do. So easy. Primary challenge objective met. Yeah, but I want all of them. I'm here for full marks, which I now have. Okay, I can do this. We are going to take this, and I guess catalyze? Sure. Because we are fighting the big fire crab, Xingqiu definitely comes. We need Dendro, so Cole has to come. Kuki doesn't exist anymore, so let's bring Aino, and our Electro shall be Auroran. Let's see how this goes. Put up all the Hydro application, get some Dendro going, maybe some Electro. Got through his shield. That's good. We have 45 seconds already. Oh gosh. Just keep spamming. Keep spamming. It's going okay. Is he regenning? He's regenning. Okay. It's not okay. I don't know why I said that. We called this bad. Come on, faster. There we go. Easy. So I have fully completed normal mode, and I get a bunch of achievements for it, apparently. Yay for free 440 primos. Artifact XP. Oh, plus 800 primos. That's a little better. Is that enough to max this? It actually is. Here is my crit rate. Just joking, it's more ER. But now, our Yaoyao is fully built. The weapon is 100% maxed out. Artifacts are all maxed, and the talents are pretty much where I want them. Could I level this more? Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna change all that much. And then I try to leave this place, and they suck me back into another cutscene. Do we want any fart trails? Or are there fart trails for 4 stars? Because Kirara has one, and Ningguang. And I think that's it. 2 4-star characters that I don't have on this account. Cool. Well, not only did I fully build the Yaoyao, but I also did way better in the Imaginarium Theater than I thought I was going to be able to. So I did complete everything that I set out to do, but also I do still have company over. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I shall see you all next time.